All right, it's Monday, so that means it's time for some more Wild Arms goodness. We just got Loco to join us, and we have Muppy online as well. So,
I have also joined the entourage.
yes, insert Suikoden sound here. Speaking of which, we really need to go through Suikoden, you and me. Like that would be like the first two. That would be awesome.
Well, we can make that happen.
We really should.
I mean, far be it from me to object to playing Suikoden.
Yeah, I think that would not be within either of our capacities. So let's see. We're in what's his face's some mansion, and we're supposed to just like kind of hang around here for a while or something. I don't remember what they wanted us to do, but they were like, "I have," like the guy was like, "Oh, I have something to do." Like, wait, what? And
Yeah.
he just left us alone.
Yeah, he didn't actually say what you should do.
He's like, "Oh, yeah, this is a mission, but I'll tell you about it later." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
Maybe you have to leave for a bit, or maybe talk to someone, or take a nap, or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
I always love the ones where it's like they didn't tell you what to do, and what you had to do was go to an inn. But like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
You're looking around for a thing to happen.
Or you're thinking that if you like, explore the area, it'll show up or something. Now, one way was the. Yeah, this is the. I mean, we checked out the third floor and the second floor when in the last episode, if I remember correctly.
Ah, yes, Tamagomeski,
Yeah, I know, right? What a name.
the Russian spy of the Wild Arms games.
Such brilliance in swordsmanship and casting of spells. Oh, something.
What, the open field outside of this giant...
It's just a barren landscape. There's nothing here.
This is a restricted... What is this, Area 52?
Area 51A.
Area 51, 6C-512.
.com. Oh, and so now, by talking to these two very hard workers, we teleport Irving back to his room, and thus advance the story.
Yeah, I always liked how they could slip by you. Like, clearly he wasn't anywhere in there, but somehow he's already back in there.
Yeah.
Like, he climbs in and out of his window. That's how he leaves.
What is this, Darkseid?
Oh, we may have found a tie-in.
Yeah, this game is the actual spiritual successor to Darkseid, which rather than Darkseid 2, which I mean, they're just crazy talk.
I mean, I could see it.
Could you?
No.
All right, here we go. We got Irving right here, looking at a book. What am I supposed to prepare? Yeah, oh, wrong thing. I'm ready.
You ready for your mission? Have you gotten all your gear together? What?
Gear? What gear? You didn't even fund us to get gear.
You didn't bring the jackhammer? You were supposed to bring the jackhammer.
Jackhammer? No one said anything about a jackhammer.
All right, that raises two questions.
Oh, no, not in this case. So our first mission is to get another member.
Hey, Irving, want to join the party?
No. Where do we meet up? Well, the thing about that is...
Alright, so if you're showing us, then technically that means you've joined our party, so technically the mission's complete.
Yeah.
What if Irving was just a jerk?
He kind of is.
I mean, like a good jerk. Like you hand him your weapon and then he smacks you across the face with it, and he's just like, never let anyone touch your weapon, and hands it back to you.
Well, no, because...
It's kind of weird because I always thought that these guys looked like they were wearing chef's uniforms.
They do kind of look like that, or like cooks or something like that.
Yeah, so I pictured they were like running into. It was like the cooks were running into the room, like, "Hey, what's going on? What's all this then?"
And so Ashley goes to prison. The end.
And meanwhile, Lilka's just like, whatever.
Yeah, she doesn't think to like say, "Oh, yeah, he didn't actually do anything wrong."
Because you handed someone your weapon.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you'll never come out alive.
He's like, well, that's easy, and he shoots himself.
Why are you waiting until... Oh my god.
Why don't you just, like, say something?
Just say something now.
Some authority.
I guess she gets it. She's like, oh, this is the mission.
Oh, was that what this was? Was there, like, someone in prison that he wanted you to meet in the prison?
Well, yeah, that's what's happening, but, like, this is the absolute worst way to get us there.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, was it even a question of instilling trust, or was it just, like, he didn't feel like bringing you down to the prison and saying, hey, work with this guy?
Yeah, well, like, the guy's in prison, so we gotta break him out, but, like, it's way easier to break someone out of prison if you have two people that are not in prison, as opposed to having to break two people out of prison. Like, right? It's like, oh, we're going to go...
And also have to be on the run while you're with this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's much easier to just break the guy out of prison and not let anyone know who it was that broke him out, and then you can sort of travel together without being co-conspirators.
Right.
Like, you only have to disguise one guy. You don't get a ball and chain. You're not cool enough.
These are balls and chains?
They might be.
They're kind of vague looking.
I think someone has said in other words about 10 times since we started this video.
That's fair. The thing I don't get is that if this warden guy is like the first prisoner and therefore the warden, or therefore the ruler here, what would prevent him from leaving?
The power.
Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. The longer you're here, the better your life will be.
I'm essentially the house speaker of this prison.
Ugh.
It's prison. That's all people do is fantasize about escaping.
Pretty much.
Unless it's like some kind of, adult anime prison.
Let's not talk about that.
Could you imagine if those cartoons were actually just depressing? Just like they're really just about how depressing it is to be in prison. You get a totally different idea of what it is you're getting into, and then, I don't think I want to watch this.
Then we got Lilka, the great planner here.
Whose parents used to lock her in the closet as punishment. There's no baggage there.
Let's be fair. She probably deserved it.
Almost certainly. But I mean, we can attribute some of her lifelong trauma to that.
That's also true, yes.
like, yeah, if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. But she has access to the evidence locker, apparently.
Well, she's gonna, like, trip over a teleport gem and end up in a different city.
The most useless help ever. She was like 5 seconds away from getting me out of prison so I could complete the mission, and now I'm pretty much just gonna rot in prison. Or try to become the warden, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what happens. She, like, gets ambitious and decides that she's gonna become the warden.
Well, I meant Ashley because, you know, I guess that she could, like, dumb luck her way to it, which would be nice, but, through a series of misunderstandings, Lilka is now the warden.
Through a series of misunderstandings. And for some reason there's a ribbon waiting for her in one of the lockers. Great. Healing enemies.
Always the best.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like two of the same that can heal each other.
Well, apparently one of them heals both. So all I have to do is constantly spam it. And as long as I don't kill them in one hit, there's nothing I can do. So I gotta find some kind of magic that allows me to kill them in one hit. I guess that'll do it. And that, right there, that is the advanced guard. And that is why you get that, because it just cancels enemy attacks. And it looks pretty cool, too.
Nice jumping pose.
Yeah.
Oh, it was one of the ugliest period, probably the ugliest period of graphics in all of gaming history, and yet it was somehow a lot more charming than modern graphics.
Well, I mean, this game looks a lot better than Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah, worlds better. It's because they didn't try to make it more than it was.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it
They
can
used
be
2D
cartoony,
where
it's fine.
it made sense to use 2D, and they used 3D where it made sense to use 3D, kinda?
Experiment a little.
Yeah.
Whereas you're playing Final Fantasy VII and you're just like, look at the faces on these people. What is wrong with them?
Yeah.
Every single one of them looks like some deformed Victorian mask.
These things just shoot you, so, yeah.
They're not really that great a security, they're just kind of there.
Well, they don't expect anyone to have fireballs. I mean, come on. Oh. Something, no? Felt like a cutscene there or something. Oh, that was something that they added to this game. So, right there it said Lilka must fight alone, and that is kind of like one of the other ways that they gave you, like, surprised by enemies, is that you basically get left alone to fight for a couple of turns until everybody else shows up. And it can actually be pretty bad for you if you're unlucky. You get the wrong party member at the wrong time, with the wrong enemy, they just get slaughtered. It's happened before. And there's Advanced Guard again. It is so good.
Japanese culture with characters that fight with weird weapons like umbrellas.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use an umbrella as a weapon, but it made little sense. Like, even in feudal Japan, where it was like, oh, I'm carrying a weapon around, but it's concealed to look like an umbrella, it just didn't...
Sure.
It was a very rare thing. I like the little spin.
Yeah.
Like, if someone ever opens fire on me with a weapon like that, I'm just gonna spin around a few times and...
That's apparently what you have to do.
It worked.
It worked. She didn't take any hits.
Like, what are these things? Are these just walking around with the other security guards there?
Well, so these are the, like, security monsters or something.
They could just work in here like, ah! oh, that's one of ours, okay. I mean, they don't just leave police dogs off of leashes walking around at a police station.
Yeah.
Maybe these are easier to train.
I think they might be like robots or something.
That could be it.
Okay, this is apparently the wrong way.
Those good old-fashioned no-reason dead ends that they put in RPGs just to give you a sense of exploration.
Oh, another thing. Maybe this does something? No.
Squash the rebellion of which you are the only person.
Yeah, there weren't any people in the other cells. Like, it was just Ashley.
No, this is a full-fledged rebellion.
But the doors weren't open. I mean, it'd be one thing if there were a bunch of doors open and, like, you know, I had to fight a couple of inmates on the way out of that room or something like that, but no, they just didn't show up at all.
Or if you were fighting security monsters and every once in a while, like randomly 5 other inmates would show up and pummel them and just run past you. Always tell who the heroes are in these games. They're the only ones that shopped at a Halloween store for their clothes.
Absolutely.
And what would you like? I'm looking for something in bright red with a cape.
Is it? It's not really a cape though. It like has tassels. Maybe it's a cape. It's too short to be a cape. And then those shoes, I mean, seriously. Oh, up, up. Oh.
It's a weird place to put a lever for a door.
What a weird place to put a save stone.
Are there guards sitting around like, hey guys, where did we put our save stone at? Oh, you gotta go to the thing and hit the thing, and it opens the door. It's in our locker room. Why is it in their locker room?
All right, we got the equipment back.
Oh, you know what? That place that was like a dead end was probably a place that you fall down onto after jumping off of a ledge to get back there quickly. They do that. They do that a lot in RPGs.
I don't think that you end up anywhere if you fall off a ledge in this game. Like you just restart the room, I think. In like
I mean, it's like scripted into it, where you go a different direction. And there's a shortcut back. You know, think little easy ways to get back after you traverse the dungeon.
Maybe. I don't think that happens here, though.
It's starting to look like it doesn't, because you're heading back basically the same way.
Yeah. I like the way that when she attacks with the umbrella, like the action is like opening it that does the damage, and not the actual thrust.
Yeah, not the strike. Just the... It's so surprising that it causes heart problems in the enemy.
It must be something like that, right? Ash was gone.
He got sick of waiting.
He hangs himself.
He couldn't bear the prospect.
Yeah, he's like, I can't take it anymore. It's like, he has the memory of a goldfish.
No, he just had no faith in Rilka at all.
Nah, that's actually a better explanation, honestly. Oh, now they're gonna start casting spells? Oh, well, 6 damage is not a significant problem. Nothing happened. Right. Oh, okay, shoot. So, I think I got it wrong. So when it said that her res went down, I think that's actually her speed. I forget what it stands for.
Resilience?
No, because it's not resilience, it's speed. It's response. MGR is resistance.
What?
Yeah, look at it right there.
That is really weird. So it's not even magic resistance, it's just
Yeah, it's speed.
resistance.
Do I have to find it in my inventory? Yes. Yes, I do.
All the, like, 0 convicts that were already in there.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of them. Like, what are they doing?
You get outside and it's like, wow, this doesn't look like a place that had a massive jailbreak.
It's like not. It's like not even actually
smoking.
on an island.
They just told you that.
Yeah.
better here with a bit of help.
Well, you know, having more party members is going to make these battles go faster. Let's see. So the trick here is, of course, and I missed him. Come on. There he goes. Yeah, he's down.
Huh, I forgot all about the wall thing.
Yeah, you have to use it a few times in the game. Is he gonna be okay? No, I dropped a knife on him from 2 stories up. He's dead.
It's in his head.
Yeah. Oh. So if you just try to run through here, you just get shot repeatedly. Ah, and then the camera sucks. Missed it. There we go. Like, they put these pillars here, and you can't see through them. There he goes. Ah!
Get you coming and going. Mostly going.
Yeah, I don't... No. Ah! It's like we get it. They're turrets.
And there's a lot of them. You're going to have fun with them, whether you like it or not.
Ugh. 2 armed men hiding somewhere on Illsvale. Again, all the doors are closed. All the... Oh, wait, one's not empty. There's our guy, I think. Maybe. Broken. There we go. What?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this much. We were definitely sent by someone whom you agree with. Ashley's just like, no.
So this is our other arms member.
Little do
And-
they know that pretty much everyone is like, oh,
Oh.
were you sent by Irving?
Oh, dang it. So one thing this game teaches you is if something's broken or doesn't work, kick it as hard as you can. It's a good lesson.
That's kind of like my mantra for life.
Pretty much. Ignore that guy. Look for treasure. Oh, we got books. So there's our crest. We gotta try to collect all of those. Apparently I can't get anything out of those. So let's talk to dude fella here. The enemy intros are consistently good. There's a right claw. Oh, and Brett's still out of ammo. I guess that makes sense.
You know how they do that thing where it's like they'll give you a character that requires some kind of ammo or something to use their skills, and you don't get it right away, so you're like looking at it, you know, just thinking, man, I can't wait to try that out.
Yeah.
It would be great if someone did that in a game and they just never gave you that. There was always that item that you could select, but you couldn't do anything with it throughout the whole game. People would wonder for years if it was just a programming glitch or just done on purpose.
Well, I feel like there were games that did something like that. Like, I feel like in the American version of Final Fantasy II that there were like items that you could get, but there wasn't any use for them.
Well, there were items, but I mean like character skills or something, where it's like every battle you're looking at it,
Yeah.
and it's like, when do I get to use this? But you never get to use it. And then 20 years later, when they inevitably make the remake to try and cash in, they could say, oh, and we'll actually have this in the game this time.
Yeah.
It's nice that Brad has a punching weapon, but I mean, his arms are still made of flesh and bone.
Yeah, but it's power punchers. It's a power glove. That's what it does. It does power.
So it drags your arm inexorably forward to smash all the bones to brittle bits.
Yeah, clearly.
Who invented this weapon? Oh my god! Every single swing is just a scream of agony. That's why he was in prison. His screams of anguish just were tormenting women and children at night. He lived next to a church. The nuns were all like, he's possessed. Throw him in jail. Why? He's possessed. Oh, the demon? No, he's possessed by crime. Throw him in jail. I mean, if anything, Luther kind of belongs in jail. The nice little touches, like the gear falling off.
I know, the attention to detail is just so great. We just walked past him.
A little animation.
I know. And now we've got this guy. Guy with glasses. Glasses guy.
He's running along, just, come on guys, let's hurry, and you just keep walking behind him.
Well, so like, here he's like, wait, haven't you heard the plan? And everybody's like, there's a plan? Yeah, we haven't been told anything. They just put us in prison. How did you get this information?
We didn't even know we weren't being set up. Hey guys, I see it all worked out.
Hey, it looks like
Ashley
everything
just
worked out.
punches him. Even better, Ashley shoots him.
Yes, Ashley punched
Yes,
the cripple.
he did punch it.
Yes, he did. And he deserved it.
He should throw his cane in the river, too.
He just breaks it in two. Look what I can do with my leg that works, crack.
Brad's like, I don't know, I feel that went really well.
Better than everything else that I've done recently.
What with being on death row and all.
Yeah, and stuck in a cell.
Why are you on death row? I killed like 50 people. Oh. Fighting bad guys or something? No, I was a serial killer.
Yeah, no, I ate some of them.
Especially the mages.
Oh yeah.
Magic is tasty.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice umbrella you got there. Sir, what is sayonara?
It means sayonara. So it seems like coincidentally another group, probably bad guys, was just trying to get like random inmates.
He's hobbling significantly more after being thrown to the ground and punched in the face.
Every mission involves Ashley punching him, and he just gets gradually more and more injured.
At one point, some of those chefs are carrying him in on a stretcher.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, guys, next mission.
He's like in a wheelchair.
By the end of the game, he's basically Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Well, when Stephen Hawking was alive. By the end of the game, he's like Stephen Hawking currently.
Right. So now we've put together an international fighting force consisting of a prisoner who was on death row, a guy who got canned for insubordination, and also was almost turned into a demon, and a girl who wasn't a very good mage. It's like.
And Ashley, who's like, I guess he's the straight man of this.
Well, no, Ashley's the guy who got thrown out for insubordination and almost got turned into a demon.
Oh, okay, and then we have Irving, who is Irving.
Yeah.
He's their leader.
Yeah, he's the brains of the outfit. You know what I'll do? I'll set this whole thing up and I won't tell them the plan. How are they going to know what they're supposed to do? They'll figure it out.
Yeah, like, what if they had just left without Brad?
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I put a bomb in your head, so, don't do anything I tell you not to do.
He just punches him again.
Yeah. Yeah. Dotard's children and escaped prisoners.
Hang on, I've got it. He pulls his leg off and holds it to his ear like
And so here's our first mission. There's a cave-in. Go help the people.
But how is... what exactly does our organization do?
Help the people! Bomb in your neck.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard. You made it sound like this was so important, and now it's like, oh, we're just we're philanthropists. That's all we are.
Everybody just gets angry and leaves.
After punching in.
Yeah.
It's the recurring theme.
Do I have to wait for you to walk all the way over here?
Hey, any day now.
Any day.
There we go.
Here we go. Hey, he gave me a cell phone. Wonderful. Okay, so we need to head to Under Traffic, which is at the base of the mountain south of Valeria's Chateau. And this guy was not eavesdropping. Good to know. Load me up. Come on. What is he even talking about?
Why would you say that to Brad?
Well, like, the cool thing about this game is that a lot of characters have, like, different things that people will say to them.
Oh yeah, that was true, wasn't it?
Yeah. And even
One of
here,
the many-
like, this doesn't even have anything to do with Brad, so to speak. But, like, there's different things for, well, for one of them at least. And this is still blocked off. There's more turrets.
They just fire at everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just passing.
Alright. I think. Okay, we should be able to get out here. So we need to head south. So south is this way. I first need to get off of this mountain.
Jump.
Yeah, I wish.
I mean, look at how big you are. You can make it.
That's actually not a bad point. There we go. There it is. You found a cave!
With your ESP.
Yes. Well, there we cleared it out. Does this work? Yeah, okay. Other ways that could have possibly gone wrong. Oh, and then they call it fire medicine. I think they mean gunpowder. Isn't that...
Oh, look, it solves problems.
Isn't that how you say it, or isn't that what gunpowder sound is? Kayaku, right? No?
Maybe? I don't think I've ever seen the word gunpowder in Japanese.
I'm pretty sure it's kayaku. So it's fire and then medicine. And they just didn't... There's a lot of problems with the localization in this game. And...
They did, I mean, there's a lot of problems with translations to games nowadays, too, so
well,
I guess I can't really say that, you know, they just did what they had to back then. But yes, you're right, gunpowder is a combination of fire and medicine.
There's actually a puzzle where unless you know how the Japanese number their weeks, you can't solve the puzzle in this game.
Oh, that was this game?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to remember which game that was.
So there was one in Wild Arms 1 that was really hard to solve in English. Like, it was just not translated well. And then there was the one in this game where it's like, do you know how the weeks work? How the days of the week work in Japanese? No? Then you're screwed! Ha-ha!
Yeah, I remember there was that was in one of the old video game magazines I read a while back.
Yeah.
Back when this game came out, they were like, oh yeah, there's a big translation problem.
And of course, dungeon puzzles are a big part of Wild Arms, so it made that part of the game really unsatisfying.
Yeah, so no issues there.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this. It's kind of a cute solution.
You know, I wonder how long it took me to figure that out. I feel like that would be one of the ones that I wouldn't figure out right away.
Yeah. Ooh, new shells for Ashley. Alright. What does this look like?
I played this game like 5 years after it came out, so it's possible that my brother just told me how to do it.
Oh, so here's the trick. In order to actually get that ability, I have to use it. Like, they don't tell you that. There's like, Ashley can do new stuff now, and then you're like, what? No, he can't. It's like, no, now he can.
You sold me a bill of lies, sir. What's this guy doing here?
He's gobbing. I don't know.
Gobbing along?
He's a monster. What do they do anywhere? Let's see. This is another fun one. So I could just complete the dungeon by going this way, or I think, I'm not 100% sure about this, but oh, we were surprised. I'm not sure how that gas cloud missed. Maybe just because it didn't have the effect that it was supposed to have? Oh, actually. Oh, we can't use it yet.
Kind of like a good old-fashioned impact umbrella.
Yeah. What is that supposed to do? It must be a status effect. It's probably poison because we just got an antidote from those guys.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay, so rather than continuing through the dungeon, I'm pretty sure we can go in here and get some treasure. Alright. Moonstone nullifies poison. I guess we'll give it to Ashley for now. Yeah, this'll work. Oh, and also, while I'm here, the call thing actually has a neat little screen behind it. And sometimes you can actually get useful information out of it. Not always, but sometimes.
Hey.
Did this game come out before or after Metal Gear Solid? I think this game came out before
it was
Metal Gear
before.
Solid. Okay, now we got more of this crap. once again, we can blow the things up and get a treasure chest, which is what we actually want to do. Start. I wish we could just push it. You know, considering how much you have to switch characters in this game, it's such a good thing that it's quick and not, like, loading.
Yeah, could you imagine if you had to, like, open a select screen in a pause menu or something?
Yeah. Or just if it had to do, like, loading, right? Like, it was just like, now loading, your other character. Now loading, your other character again. It's like, please
like the
stop.
longest load time in the game.
Yeah. So we picked up the map scope, which is nice. You know, I actually... Oh, you can't. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, what if you could, like, get over here and then drop down here and not have a way to get out? And it's like, no, they put a fence up there to prevent you from trapping yourself in the game.
Hope you saved.
Yeah. When was the last time you saved? Hillsvale. Ha ha ha! And not even at the end of it. Like, at the beginning of it, for goodness sake.
The game just laughed at you.
Yeah. And I think we're going to call it here for tonight. So, off we go into the land of Lilka videos.
Was this the same one from last time?
Yeah, it's the same. I think it's the same one through the whole first disc.
Oh, okay. It switches per disc.
I think so.
She seems so cheery otherwise in the game, and here it's just like, hi, I'm depressed now.
The third picture is cheery.
This is just languid right here.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't want to do anything.
I am listless. Entirely without lists. There we go.
100% list free.
That's more like the screw up we know.
And with that, we will call it a night. Thanks for watching, everybody.